Do you see this story?
Yes.
Yeah.
The SCSD arrested several members of the cult for multiple crimes including arson, attempted murder, and torture. In light of the recent murder and torture. Whoops. I lost my spot. Torture in light of the recent altercation this week. Sheriff Malone, who brands the group as a gang, also banned several of its key members from operation within St. Denis for 2 weeks, following previous warnings with potentially more to follow. Taipan, who were reprimanded for their part in this week's violence, remains open to the public.
Yeah, so it's a better story, that's for sure. I don't know if Crispy will write a new one too or not. I think maybe not. Yeah, what does this word reprimand mean?
It means something like that rebuke, you know?
Oh, like a scold. I scold you.
Reproach, you know? Scolding.
Scold, yes, I know this word, scold. A little more than scold, I think, but okay.
You know, like, for example, officials were dismissed or reprimanded for poor work.
What?
That's an example of using the word reprimanded.
Oh.
Scolded, you know, you like.
So the sheriff deputies were scolded, were reprimanded for doing the poor work.
That's an example of using reprimanded in a sentence.
Emily was reprimanded.
So they're saying you were reprimanded for your part in the shooting.
So Emily was.
Shut up! Stop trying to bring me in this.
Emily was reprimanded for something.
See, you can't even think of something.
Well, I do have something. Actually. For running away when I tell you to stay still.
I have a hard time staying still.
Yes, but there's many bad people out there, and you run around like little rabbit, and then they catch you and they eat you.
Taipan, who were reprimanded for their partners with violence, remain open to public. Huh.
Yeah, so will people read that line? They read the story published a few days ago, they will think that we are violent people.
Oh, a lot of confusing shit in the newspaper now.
Oh shit. Good to see you all again.
See.
What is this bad news? Raoul.
How are you, my friend?
Yes,
What's going on?
Okay. Well, we have our own troubles.
Say
Don't worry about. You'll take care of it. I hear that you have your own troubles here too.
See, soon enough, Fort Mercer might be a bloodbath.
Yeah. What can I do to help?
To be honest, there's not much we can do. We have the money, we have the supplies, the only thing left are words. And if it comes down to it, Gunsmoke.
Yes.
But we are trying to make peace here in the West. We do not want blood, but considering that we have just murdered Harper.
Oh. Well, that is news to me.
See, yesterday.
A poetic ending then.
See, we told the law department that, we would stay nice and clean before these negotiations today. But we saw Harper and all we saw was blood.
I had Harper in my hands a few weeks ago. He was riding through Saint Denis and we surrounded him, pulled him into an alley. It was not my right to do anything to him. I told him that he had tipped the scales in one way too far. And perhaps there might be some peace he can find if he balanced the scales a little bit. But I don't think he took my words to heart.
I don't think he took your words to heart because he had no sense of remorse. He thought he was some kind of hero. Thought he played some sort of role to make the world better if he took out our Hefa. Only thing he... Go ahead, sorry.
Wang Badan, I curse him in my own language, sorry.
Oh, see.
Call him the worst insult that we have. It means a turtle egg.
I telegrammed Cole because I have some merchandise that I was going to give him.
Hey, Ko.
Yes.
I known you for a long time. You remember those days and those mines over by Gaptooth?
Yes, I do. The good old days.
See,
Things were simpler then.
we found you and we had our heads up our asses. Sanchez brothers, no one could stop us. But reality, we had nothing. And we acted as if we took you in a way. Lonely Ko, and we took you in to help you. But I want you to know, in reality, the Sanchez brothers were lonely and we were scared and we were fighting for our lives. And we took you in because we liked you, you're our friend, and we trusted you. And we wanted you to be by our side. And the fact that I look upon you today, a day in which might be my last, is something I cannot put into words.
You know how close I was to asking if I could be a part of your group. It was one breath away. What you all stood for. I did not understand it back then. I knew I felt a type of brotherhood that I had not felt for many years.
Nonetheless, as we know here, as people of New Austin, who have known these areas well for freedom, we understand that these things are meant to happen. What they did could not be forgiven. But unfortunately, the law don't think the same.
Can I ask a question? Something that is, I asked Harper when I had him in my hands. Why? He told me there were many reasons, but basically he said for the greater good. That was his only reason.
From what I understand, a little bit of family, a little bit of for the greater good. He says he loves the department and he cares for them. He's a hypocrite. He says he thought about everything thoroughly, but he didn't. He tried to act all smug, like he knew what looking death in the eye really was. But as soon as I told him what we did to his deputies, after he did what he did, his voice changed. He acted different.
No,
He's a selfish man who tries to be the hero. He got plenty of the department hurt, and maybe more will be hurt today. All because of him. And I think he knows deep down that what he did was selfish, but he keeps telling himself that he did it for the greater good. He's long dead now. He was dead before we found him. Let's get ready to ride for Armadillo.
Go, senor, go.
Yes. Yes.
Do you have the place?
Yes, I do.
This here is Harper's old pistol. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die today, so you take it and give it to someone who's worthy.
Then,
You may need to keep these in a box. They're very heavy.
yes, I can.
What is this?
This is a sword that I've carried with me for a very long time. It has slain many enemies. Not so many here in the crossing, but overseas, in my home country. May it do the same for you today, and tomorrow, for the days to come.
Should I die today? Will you want this back?
No. It is yours to take up wherever you go. My gift to you. One of the greatest gifts in my country that a warrior can give another. It's not as fast as a bullet, but I would be honored if you would went to war today, if this is what you choose.
See, go for you. For you, I will do this. Muchas gracias.
I met with them, all of them, before it happened. I gave Felix a gift, and he returned the gift. And he did not believe that he would come back alive.
Then
That
he's...
conversation, can you kindly not do it by the medical tent where I attempt to save lives? Thank you.
Like I said, I didn't actually see him, but I heard his name mentioned. I think he's amongst one of the dead. I'll look at the medical reports.
Felix was my first friend here in the crossing. Good man. They all stood for simple things.
Garfield.
You have many friends.
I didn't know him as well as you, but
Where are you? Talk. Talk a little more. I can't see you, cabron. Where are you?
Behind me, Emily.
Where?
Emily, get
Talk
behind me.
to me.
Emily, get behind me.
I don't
You have a
know
lantern,
where
put
you
your
are.
lantern away.
The del Lobos will never surrender. Live by the gun. Die by the gun.
The fucking hell happened? Fuck!
He stood up, pulled out a gun, trying to figure out where the fuck I was.
She might
Can
be a
you
little
hear me?
bit. She might be a little bit dazed.
Okay, perfect. I know you like the city a lot. There was just a tip that came in that there were some kids that were dying from alligator bites. Would you mind heading out that way? I'm not comfortable operating just yet. I'm sure other people might, but I know you do like the city, so if you want to head that way, that could be helpful.
I will take her there. So, if I may, if you have time, what was the main reason? I never knew why they were fighting so hard before. Now I know La Nina was killed, but so this, even though I disagree, I can understand why they're doing what they're doing. But I heard that they went to talk peace today, but...
No, they wanted to talk peace today, but they murdered somebody yesterday. So peace was never on the table today.
Oh, I see.
Only for them to turn themselves in.
I see.
I can't talk too much about it, but, I never wanted to go to war with them. I just wanted them to live out in New Austin the same as everybody else, obeying the same laws and rules everybody else has to.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to do it. They wanted a free New Austin. Well, you know what that is, sir? It's called secession. And they're lucky that we
true.
didn't even have the army called in, because that's what it was going to come to.
Yeah, I heard it was almost like army today.
Might as well have been.
Yeah.
It was a goddamn war zone.
Between me and you, maybe this violence that's been going on for now maybe is coming to an end.
I wouldn't count on it. There's still a few at large. I would avoid doing any business with them, or anybody associated with them, or the Pale Panthers. Bonnie Jack as well.
He was there too.
Annabelle Barnes.
She was there?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Bonnie Jack was.
Okay. Wait, I understand. Thank you for
I'm
telling
telling
me
you
this.
because I think you folks could do a lot of good in this city. Keep business flowing. I don't want to see you folks going down a path that so many other groups in this city have, getting into bed with the wrong people.
Yes, I understand, and this is what we would like to just do business.
Yeah.
Make money, make our company prosper, make the people in Saint Denis have something to do, to put on their table.
I advise this. Don't be supplying lockpicks and teaching people how to do it, because I know about that as well. If we find you been supplying materials for bank robberies, we're gonna come down hard, you understand that, right? I like you folks, I do, and I'm willing to give you folks a chance. But if you break my trust, it's gonna be very hard for you to rebuild it. So I'm giving you a fair warning now.